My name is Jeremy Haskell with jobsintheus.com, and we're here at the Omni Mount Washington Hotel in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire for the 2015 Strategic HR New England Conference. I'm joined now by Nancy Lyons, who's the CEO at Clockwork and the author of Interactive Project Management, Pixels, People, and Process. So Nancy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So talk a little bit about your book and your keynote. You know, kind of there's a lot of fluctuation and change in this economy and how people are looking at the HR function.
Sure.
So what do you think is kind of the main focus that people should be looking for?
Sure. Well, it's interesting because the book doesn't feel like it would have a lot to do with what I'm talking about, but actually it does. And the point that I make really immediately when I talk to anybody is technology has changed culture. It's changed work culture pretty dramatically, and you know, we're seeing all sorts of things. People have access to flexibility, they have access to remote working, they have access to resources and education, so they're ramping up, they're becoming more qualified for jobs, they're expecting more in the workplace by way of flexibility. The whole first half of this book that I wrote with my colleague Megan Wilker, who's our COO, is all the soft skills, all the thinking required to be somebody who can manage technology projects in corporate environments or on the agency side, because we think project management is just paper pushing, but it's not anymore. It's having a theoretical understanding of the technology, certainly, but it's also sort of being empowered enough to move business forward. We're building whole businesses in the digital space. And I think that people are so used to serving in the position that they applied for and existing under sort of the description that is their job, that it's hard to really do what's required in the tech space. And that book sort of speaks to all of the skills required, the whole process, how you need to think to actually manage a technical project, but also work in a technical environment.
That's very interesting, and it makes a lot of sense. I like the notion of the technology is changing culture.
Absolutely.
Because as people are coming together, the one thing that I think is a big challenge, particularly for senior level folks or managers, is that people aren't computers, though.
No.
They are not. You know, you're going to get the same output every single time. So where do you think that there's a real opportunity for that, to create that connection with the employees and for the management to understand how their employees kind of work and operate and bring them together to bring the best out of them?
Sure. I think, I do think that with the good changes that technology has brought, there's been bad changes, and that is having this expectation of increased output, having this expectation of perfection. I know in my business, we often say that the word bug is a truth bomb, because what it says to a client or what it says to a supervisor is it's a mistake and you must fix it. But honestly, bugs are a reality of everything we build, all of the solutions that we build. That's just one example. And I think, I think that people, I'm not in this business because I have a fascination with technology, although I love it. I'm in this business because I have a fascination with humans and human behavior and how technology is influencing that. And I think that we are being forced to recognize that because of access to technology and the internet and all of these resources, people aren't cogs in a machine anymore. It's leveled the playing field. They're equally as qualified. Many people are more qualified to bring good ideas and good thinking and innovation to leadership as leadership itself. And I think what organizations have to get their arms around is the fact that that's happening. It's a bit of a revolution, and if we don't open our minds to it, we will miss massive opportunities and we will continue to lag behind other cultures around the globe.
Well, makes a lot of sense. You have a lot of good points. I'm very much looking forward to your talk.
Thanks.
For joining us.
Thank you very much.